What's up, guys? Welcome back to Boosh TV. It's been a while since I posted a video. It's probably been about like 10 days, and normally I like to post twice a week, but I picked up a small hamstring injury about 2 weeks ago, so I've been kind of working on that and making sure that I do everything I can to get back on the field as soon as possible. I'm back healthy now, played the last game, so I'm feeling good. I have more time on my hands to talk to you guys and post more videos. So that's what I'm going to do today, and we're actually going to talk about this team I'm wearing on my shirt right now. We're going to talk about my time playing for Columbus Crew in the MLS, or other known as Major League Soccer. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, so this is really my first step into professional football. Playing for Columbus Crew or signing for them was really where I gained a lot of experience that I have now, because I learned so much within those 12 months, within training every day with the first team or with my team, getting those minutes, going on loan, learning from players that were miles better than me. It was really a step that I'm glad I took very early in my career. So to start off, I came to Columbus straight from Germany. I tried staying in Europe, but the trials I went on, they just didn't work out. I didn't make the teams, and I wanted to go someplace where I could get more minutes, get more game time, train, learn from established pros, etc. So my agent took me to Columbus Crew, where I signed when I was 19, and it was a great move. In my head, I thought, okay, I want to do this. This is exactly where I want to go. I know it's not Europe where my dream is to play, but I could come here, develop, and if I do well enough, go back to Europe where I believe I belong. So the season in America starts in about March, and I signed in, I would say, maybe November. And there was a period where players on the team could come in for voluntary preseason. And it's just whoever wants to come, if you're in town, if you want to get extra work in, etc., you can go train with the coaching staff, get to know them. And this was in December. Now, my mother's birthday, her 50th birthday celebration, was in Dubai, and it was also in December. And I was really excited to go. I hadn't seen all my siblings together in I don't know how long. I hadn't been with my mom in forever. All my family was going to be there, uncles, aunts, my mom's family friends, and my cousins would be there, and I was really excited to go. But unfortunately for me, well, not unfortunately, but in my head at the time, I was really upset about it. But my dad pushed me to go to the voluntary preseason training. He said it was very important to let these coaches know that I'm serious about this, that I don't just want to have the pro title, but I actually want to work like a professional, and that it would make a statement that I'm really serious about, getting a place in the team, working hard, getting better, etc. My agent, of course, felt the same way. So I did what any 19-year-old would do. I listened to my dad. My mom backed the decision, obviously. She said, I really want you, to come celebrate with your whole family, but your career is more important. So they all, pushed me to make that decision that I really didn't want to make. Ultimately, the decision was still up to me. But I just felt like, they all make strong cases. I know this is the right thing to do, so I decided to go to the voluntary training. The voluntary training was great. There were only a few guys there, maybe like 7 at the start. There were 2 voluntary training weeks. So the first week there was only maybe like 7 guys, and the second week was weeks later. There were a lot more guys. Like majority of the team was there, and it was great. I was buzzing, playing 5v5 with these amazing players, full field, getting fitness in, talking to the coaching staff, doing some interviews after the session. I felt great. I was like, okay, I'm gonna come to the season flying, and everything was going well. Now, after the voluntary preseason, the team went to Brazil, and I actually got to travel with them, and it was an amazing experience. So we went to Brazil. We were training twice a day. It was hot. We were at the Sao Paulo training facility. I think That was my second time in Brazil because I had been there for the World Cup, but this was like the first time I'm actually playing there against players from another club, with a team, training every day, and I loved it. I learned so much. I was getting after it. I knew I wasn't gonna start like with my team, obviously, because the person who was in my position was the captain of the team, but I kept grinding, kept working, kept trying to win as many small-sided games as possible, because that's important. When the coach sees that your team is consistently winning no matter what team you're on, it does show that you have an influence on winning games, because clearly you're going from team to team with new players, but if your team keeps winning, then you're the constant. So we're training all this time, and we finally come up with a friendly against Sao Paulo. And Sao Paulo was an amazing team. Like they were ridiculous. I didn't start. We played 3 30-minute thirds, which equates to 90 minutes. I didn't play until the last 30 minutes, and I actually was doing pretty well. I got a shot off, I was defending, I was going forward with the ball, I was trying to make play happen, and I was really honestly surprised. I was really surprised with how well I played, because I was really nervous. I was like, this is the first time that the coaching staff will see me in like a match. I don't want to be the weak link. I don't want to be the liability on the team. And I was just nervous, but I guess those nerves helped me play, and I played extremely well. And now we finally go back to Columbus. So now that we're in Columbus, we're training. I'm training really well. We're in the indoor facility, doing all these tests to get ready. And unfortunately, during one of the tests that we were doing, one of the running tests we were doing, I strained my quad. And this is the first time I ever strained my quad. I'd never had an injury like this before. I didn't know how to take it, but I knew it wasn't that bad that it would keep me out for months. So I was out for only about 2 weeks, but it was really like some of the most important 2 weeks, because it was while we were in Charleston, getting some extra games in and playing some colleges that I would have actually got to play and get to, get some game time in. And unfortunately, I couldn't do that. I had to just train by myself, and it was kind of a blow, because I know I trained really hard in the first preseason training, the second preseason training in Brazil for over 2 weeks we were there, and I was really ready to finally show, like, in a full game, even if it's only against a college or a USL team, that I was ready for this level. But unfortunately, I couldn't play. But at least I got to watch my team play the tournament, and we won the tournament, so that was a very, very good experience. And that was the final piece of preseason with Columbus Crew. So I'm gonna leave the story off there, guys. That's how preseason went with this MLS team. It may not be what everybody expected, but that's just the reality. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Part 2 will be coming out sooner than you know, of when the season finally starts. All that happens. I hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, be easy.